Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Arkansas RC Newbie, and on today's episode we are going to be taking a look at little initial impressions and install of my new AMK $34 30% overdrive gearbox. Got on Amazon, got some affiliate links in the description below. Hoping to just get the wheel speed up a little bit more in my AMK carbon fiber crawler chassis. Currently we're running the StealthX gearbox. Love that gearbox, but we're going to be talking about a little bit on this episode. So hopefully all that goes good. Show you guys what you can get for $30, $34 I think it was. And also when we get done with the initial impressions and the install, we are going to be doing a little bit of everybody's favorite segment, a little bit of mail time. That's where companies, fans, lovers of the channel send your boy a little bit of mail and we open it up and we share it with you guys. We've been taken to the skies, and I hear old Bang for Your Buck RC has sent maybe something to take to the skies as well. Alright guys, so if that is of interest, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into looking at this gearbox. Alright guys, here we go again. You guys can check out the affiliate links in the description below if you guys are interested in this product. Paid $34 for it. I think it was like, I don't know, a little bit more expensive than that, but it actually had a 10% off coupon, so wasn't really looking for a new gearbox. I'm always trying to change up the center of gravity when it comes to my crawler. We do have the season getting reared and ready to go next month, so make sure you guys turn notifications on. It's going to be a whole season of crawling, and like always, we will be basically filming every single one of the competitions. But I just wanted to work on getting my center of gravity a little bit lower, and I figured for $34 probably a heck of a way to do it. And it's supposed to have 34% or 30% overdrive gears. The StealthX I'm currently running in there at the moment has got, I believe, 28%, so just something a little bit more, not have to mess with the gearing and the axles. Aluminum housing, carbon fiber motor mount. Now this is supposed to be swapped over to the SCX-10-2, or it fits with the SCX-10-2, and also works for G-Speed chassis. Now I'm guessing that when it says that, I mean, like old Hick Jagger says, anything with a, you got a Dremel and Dream, you can make anything fit, but apparently this skid plate's supposed to be the same width, I take it, for those chassis. And it also comes with the skid plate here. Hopefully I'll be able to mount it up to my new skid plate that I've been running on there. I think it's just like a generic plastic one. But this one here is plastic. I'm a big fan of the plastic skid plates. They just grind over rocks or slide over rocks so much easier. It comes with a 15-tooth pinion gear. You guys can see in there. I believe I'm running a 16 or an 18 in mine at the moment. And we have a whole bunch of mounting hardware as well. Yeah, man, pretty good deal for $34, at least what it comes with. Hopefully it holds up. I like the sealed bearing design. You know, it's probably going to be pretty difficult for a bunch of dirt and dust and grime to get inside this gearbox. Something else that's really interesting is you've just got two mounting holes, and that's what I was saying. I hope it mounts up with my my skid plate I've got on there at the moment. We'll be taking a look at that here shortly, but let's go ahead and, well, let's look at it now. Let's get my AMK carbon fiber crawler chassis up here, and I'm going to show you guys what we got going on with it. Alright guys, so here is my crawler. This is my new season crawler I've been working on the channel. If you guys have not seen this, you guys can definitely go back, check out all the thumbnails. We built this guy from the carbon fiber crawler chassis all the way up to what she is today. I love this crawler. I think the biggest downside, if there's going to be one, is going to be the weight, which I like. A lot of guys get super surprised whenever they feel the weight of this thing. I'm not sure how much it weighs, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be somewhere around the 6 1/4 pounds. She is a heavy girl. Let's see what, yeah, so that's my skid plate now. That's on there. That StealthX matches up to it perfectly. Hopefully this one's going to mount up to it perfectly. But let's go ahead and go about basically taking all this apart, and then what we'll do is we'll get to installing that new gearbox. I mean, we're going to look at the size difference. It's going to be a huge one. Let's go ahead and get to work on pulling this guy apart, but I wanted to make sure I mentioned my Laegendary Tool Kit. Awesome tool kit. We've got all the tools that you're going to need in here. Great for a beginner, heck, great for a veteran, really. All in a really neat carrying case that we can take to the course. If you guys want to check out the tool kit, make sure you guys check out the affiliate links in the description below. But that's what we're going to be using to tear this guy apart today and start getting some work done on it. And also this Laegendary kit did come with this little RC stand here, a little work stand. Yeah, man, if you guys are enjoying this episode and enjoying my work and what we've been putting out. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We'll be taken to the skies here soon when the weather gets better. It's been snowing and raining a whole bunch, so hopefully here soon we'll be able to actually use that whole gearbox just come out. So hopefully here pretty soon we'll actually be able to get outside and fly some stuff. All right, guys, we cut some wires out of the way. We made a little bit of room. Now the good news is, do you guys see how the mounting holes are offset here? Now if you don't have offset holes, you could always drill into the plastic, but the cool thing about this kit is it comes with a skid plate, right? But the skid plate that I've got in here right now, just a generic plastic one, has the exact same sizing and offset mounts. Now the longer shaft here is going to be going to the rear because it spins slower. You probably can't tell there. We'll do a little test on the wheels. Slower for the rear, faster for the front, right? My drive shafts, everything looks like they could line up, but the issue is how far forward this is going to be setting, which is going to help in the climbing department. You know, the Stealth X was more centralized and the motor was kind of kicked out just a little bit further back, and I had to do some modifying here if you guys watched the episode. The problem with this guy is it sits so far forward, super low. I love the look of it. It sits so far forward, and we'll take some looks at it when we get done, that I don't know if we'll actually be able to fit the Fusion motor in this guy. I mean, it is so snug. Now this battery tray here might have to go. I really don't want it to go because it's at such a good spot for crawling, right? I've seen some guys mount their batteries on the sides. I used to mount mine in the back until I started kind of getting a little bit more familiar with my rig. But what I'm getting at here, guys, is I'm going to have to snug that guy in there. I mean, he is pinched in there big time. But again, I mean, that's going to help out with the crawling, right? Because we do want more weight forward. The issue being that motor being really tight, might have to change my battery mount area. But do you guys see the link? This link here? I had to actually bend it. Well, not bend it, but most of the time it's sitting up so I can help out with the ground clearance. If I have to bend it sideways in order for that motor to fit, it's going to be rubbing on that motor constantly whenever I'm crawling. Of course, it's going to keep anything from hitting the motor, but I'm not going to get the full articulation. So that's going to be an issue. But let's get this guy mounted up real quick, and then we'll take a look at this situation with the motor if I have to move my battery box. Uh-oh, that looks like an issue already. Do you guys see this? Man, that spur tooth must be a different pitch. I'm glad it comes with another spur gear. I really, you know, I'm curious. Before I change this out, I'm going to change this spur gear out and see. It's a 56 tooth, I believe. This is a 56 tooth as well that comes off of the Stealth X. I'm curious if I can change that out, if it's got the same mounts. I really hope it does, because if that's not the case, then I already know anything lower than a 21 tooth on this crawler, it does not go fast whatsoever. It is like snail slow. So let me take this off of here real quick, and then we're going to try and see if we can mount this new spur gear on. I swear it's like if it's not one thing, it's always another. You know, you always try to do different upgrades on your crawler, and it just opens up a can of worms, especially if you're building something like this. Alright, so we've got all three of the holes nice and clean, and they're pretty damn centered. I'm going to drill out this middle portion next. Ooh, yeah. It's perfect. So glad it worked. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm so used to stuff not working. Alright, and she is pretty centered up. So, I mean, not necessary to have to do that, but if you guys want to, you know, if you guys don't want to have to wait in the mail to order a certain pitch, pinion gear or spur gear, you guys got one laying around. There we go. So we've got that handled now. Okay, now for the moment of truth. Let's see if we'll have to move this battery box, or my battery mount tray, or what. We'll have to move this link down, which drives me nuts for the clearance issue, but that is a tight fit, but I think it's just going to be perfect. Just perfect enough. Alright guys, well we have got a problem. Alright, so let me explain this to you. Got the gearbox put in. Of course I didn't like that mess with the link over here, which is okay. You guys can see how I had to turn it sideways, but I have massive amount of ground clearance up here normally. The issue now is I've got like 3 or 4 different sets of drive shafts, okay? Now I know you guys can't see it, but right back here is where the shaft is coming out of the gearbox. So as soon as I go from that shaft to my axles, it hits the motor. This here has got these long grooves. You can actually set this wherever you want it, so you can actually scoot this over. If we're to scoot this over, no, the same issue, because the motor is mounted to the mounting plate. Of course, that motor is mounted to the mounting plate. So the problem is it sticks together so compactly. There's, no matter what you do, you know, even the, I mean, maybe that little bit of millimeter of clearance. No, because I mean, this spur gear here is shorter. What I was thinking was, if it was a shorter spur gear, I'd have to move in my motor a little bit, which would actually make the difference from the drive shaft to the axle. It would actually be the same width. It's not like it's a lot bigger or a lot smaller. Had it been bigger, then it would have spread out the motor. That way I maybe could have fit my drive shaft in there. But I've definitely got a problem here. That sucks after all the modifications and everything. I mean, I can redo everything. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Your boy's going to need a little bit of help here. Should I change out my skid plate and give it a go like that? Should I go back to my old gearbox? Or should I get a different setup? I don't know. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. But the good news, we got some mail time. Let's jump over the mail time. That was kind of a fail. Alright guys, well as you saw, that didn't work unfortunately. So you know, I done got it all boxed back up. I'm probably going to use it for a different crawler. I've got the Stealth X put back in there. It took a while to get put back in. But I didn't mess anything up as far as modifications went. And also, before I took this off of, before I put the Stealth X back in, I actually got the AMK, hooked it up to the skid plate, installed it, and tried a bunch of different which ways. I even thought about changing the gearing around, but you're unable to do so, or even changing the motor mount around on this one, on the AMK. Couldn't even get that done. It's just a, I'm not going to say it's a design flaw. Obviously, they sell a lot of them and it works, just not for this. So maybe the SEX102, maybe that's going to be the route that somebody needs to go if they're doing a build on that type of chassis. But without further ado, before we end this episode, let's get into a little bit of everybody's favorite segment. It's a little bit of mail time. Now, mail time today is brought to you by my boy, old BFYBRC. That is Bang for Your Buck RC. Man, the guy's got a heck of a channel. He's been around for a long time. He has got a whole bunch of bashers, anything that's super budget that includes like throwing just a nasty 2, 3, 6S battery in, he will do it. So if you guys are interested in a lot of the budget bashing stuff, even crawlers in the snow, go check out Bang for Your Buck RC. Bang for Your Buck RC, let's see what you sent. Like I've been saying, guys, we've been taking to the skies, well, trying to take to the skies. All right. Dude, Bang for Your Buck. Look what we have got here, guys. Oh, dude, this is heck of a little starter plane. What is the brand on this? XKRC? Look at that, guys. That is too cool, man. Radio control airplane. Let's take a quick look at this thing. And let's see what all it comes with and what all Bang for Your Buck RC included. All right, there we go with some notage. So let's see what we've got here. Dude, this thing looks like brand new. I know he's got some plane reviews on his channel. Let's see what we've got. It says, hey Jeremiah, I hope all is well and that Cub trainer is treating you okay. Well, we have yet to get to that. Thought you might like to have a go at this Warbird. I already have the P-51 Mustang and love it. Make sure you practice first in the beginner mode for the first few flights. With beginner mode off, it's fun, but you've got to get ready. Laugh out loud. Hope you enjoy it, brother. Your friend, Robbie. Well, Robbie at Bang for Your Buck RC, thank you so much. That is too cool, man. We'll be doing an initial impressions episode and a real-time review. And the cool thing is we've got that flyer over there. So Bang for Your Buck, thank you so much. Man, this thing looks completely unused. We've got the camo color on there. Oh, that is too cool, man. We got some ailerons. Oh, that was just too nice of you. Well, again, Bang for Your Buck. We'll be putting a link in the video's description below. Go check out his channel. Show some homeboys some love, a fellow RC enthusiast, hobbyist. Very cool and just supporting the channel. But all right, guys. Well, that was another
Arkansas RC newbie episode. Appreciate you guys watching as always. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any, if you guys got any opinions on that gearbox, or if you've used it, let me know what you guys used it in, and maybe we can try to figure something out, maybe on a new build or something like that. But all right, until next time, we will see ya.